Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Stroud, Oklahoma. We're here in the Stroud Route 66 Coliseum for day 2 of the area tournament. Your Bethany Lady Broncos taking on the Verdigris Lady Cardinals in the first match on the day. Tip set for 1 o'clock p.m. We are roughly 14 minutes away from the action here. Thanks to everybody who is tuning in. We're live on the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk and GSN Sports and Talk, our YouTube channel. My name is Luke Young. I'm on the call all weekend. And, man, before we get into today's matchup, what a game we saw yesterday. A comeback attempt from the Bethany women's over the Grove Lady Ridge Runners. They pulled it off in the very end. The final 34-32. And interestingly enough, both the two teams we're seeing today are coming off of 2-point close victories. Verdigris made a little bit of a comeback themselves yesterday against the Woodward Lady Boomers. Now, one of these two teams, their season's going to end here. They've been battle-tested. They've had to overcome many obstacles. But again, who has made they both made recent comebacks. Who's going to make one tonight? If it goes to that, I don't know. But let's talk about it. So, Verdigris, I mentioned it, but their final against Woodward, 53-52. And I thought Woodward was on a great run through their season, but Verdigris, they were a very streaky team, okay, hot and cold at times. They would be able to pile on a lot of points, then they'd go quiet. They kind of saved themselves with some last-minute shooting and trips to the line. Bethany, on the other hand, they had a poor first half, came out of halftime and looked like a completely different team. Bethany at half had put up 14 in the first half combined, and then put up 20, I believe it was, in the second half, which doesn't sound like much, but they had held Grove High to about 9 through 2 quarters. A completely different team coming out of half for the Lady Broncos, and hopefully that's the team we see here today. Again, Verdigris, a tough squad. They are coming in at 17-10 on the year. They're on a one-game. They're coming off of a win, I will say, as is the Bethany Broncos, 23-4 for your Lady Broncos here tonight. Verdigris, through their playoff run, have knocked off Inola and Grove, and they lost to Lincoln Christian in the regional championship. Of course, they beat Woodward yesterday. They're 2-3 versus ranked foes across all classes. And, yeah, I can't blame them for losing to Lincoln Christian, the consensus #1 overall team. They have been all year in Class 4A. Potentially a team we won't have to see until the state tournament. The winner of this one plays the loser of, I believe it is, Lincoln Christian and Weatherford girls. If we get the win today, my guess would be that we play Weatherford in a little bit of a regional championship run back. And I haven't had a chance to ask the girls about it yet, but I have to imagine some of them are looking forward to a potential rematch with the Lady Eagles. You'd be meeting them on a neutral site, no longer on the Eagles' home floor. They've got a bad taste in their mouths from the way that championship game finished. I'd imagine Bethany wants their get back pretty squarely. Hey, we're live from the Ship It Sooner broadcast booth out here in Stroud, Oklahoma. Ship It Sooner is back in Mustang, though, at 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace. For Ship It Sooner, call 405-256-6264. They're a local notary service. They also do packing, shipping. They have private mailbox rentals. They work with all major carriers. You can also go to www.shipitsooner.com. And if you do stop by, look for some exclusive offers. Things like 1 month of a free rental mailbox or 15% off shipping. Just some of the great deals you can take advantage of over at Ship It Sooner. Before we go to our first break of the pregame show, I do want to mention coming back, we're going to do the Coyote Pond keys to the game, and then I'll kind of give you a look at what the expected starters are here tonight. This is the Bethany High Broncos and the Verdigris Cardinals in day 2 of area at Stroud. Luke Young on the call. We'll be back again after this. I've also got some interviews for you to play, so stay tuned for that as well. Say aloha to your new favorite shaved ice and coffee shop, Aloha Shaved Ice. On the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. Their year-round shaved ice means you get to enjoy classic flavors like grape, strawberry, and cotton candy, while their extensive selection of coffee complements that chill flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Sharp-eyed visitors may also notice Aloha's local support support and drinks like the Bethany Broncos, SNU Crimson Storm, SCU Eagles, and Boomer Sooner. You can enjoy games like chess or Candyland while you dine in the cozy atmosphere or sit outside and find yourself whisked away to the shore. Kick back with all your friends at Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778 and remember that you can take that sunshine with you thanks to their drive-thru lane. Aloha Shaved Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. 405-633-7778.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It. C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law and enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
Welcome back from break here on the pregame show, presented by Chip and Sooner and Coyote Pond. Time for the Coyote Pond keys to the game. Once again, for this Bethany team, it's going to be some of the usual stuff. Ball security and communication, but a hot start has maybe got to be the biggest key to the game possible. They can't have a first half like they had yesterday if they want to move on to day 3 here tonight. So expect them to come out of the gates firing. They've got a lot of shooters. Okay, for some it was a rough shooting night yesterday, but I think that they saw that as long as there's time on the board, as long as they're putting up shots, they're going to have a chance to walk away from any game with a W. So a hot start, ball security, good communication, those are your Coyote Pond keys to the game. Thanks to Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd Street. Call 405-470-7999 for Coyote Pond. They're the home of the $20 FFL transfer, open 9 to 6, Monday through Friday. All right, I got an interview to play with you today. I caught Madison and Morgan McNutt after yesterday's victory real quick. Let's play that now, hear their thoughts. It's also posted, by the way, before I go to this, on Facebook and YouTube as well. So if you want to see it on there, maybe go back and replay it, you can. Hey, guys, I'm here at the end of the women's match. A crazy, crazy victory for the Bethany Broncos over the Grove Lady Ridge Runners. I'm with the McNutts. First off, how are y'all feeling right now? That was a wild inning.
Kind of overwhelmed. I don't really know what to think. I'm shocked. Wasn't expecting that out at all. I'm proud of us, though.
Proud is a great word to say. I was expecting it, though. I thought out of all groups, y'all are the most talented, had a great chance to pull that one off. Proved me right there at the end. What were y'all looking for in the second half, coming out of such a tough first half?
Energy and positive attitudes. We just had like a whole change of mindset, and we had to talk with the girls at the team, or at halftime as a team. Yeah, we weren't playing as one, and after we came together in the locker room, and then our coaches came in and talked to us like, hey, we need to do this. We flipped a switch in our minds, and it all just started to click. We also played as a team. I said that. Oh.
Can you tell us a little bit about what Coach Saylor or what some of the assistants might have said in that huddle?
Coach Alley spoke like the most. Coach Saylor talked about how we played the ugliest first half of our career, and then that we're only down by 6 points or whatever, 2-possession ball game. Coach Alley talked about how we can control what we can control. We can't control the refs, but we can control our attitude and our hustle and our effort and to shoot the ball. Yeah, that's all that was said, basically.
She explained that pretty well. Well, you both have had to overcome a lot of challenges this year. You've got one more under your belt. Madison, that final shot right there at the very end, did you know that was going to be nothing but net?
No, I kind of was just hoping it would go in. I thought there was less time on the clock. That's why I just threw it up there.
Hey, it worked out. We're happy about it. You guys earn your spot in day number 2 tomorrow. What's left for you guys tonight getting ready for that one?
To eat a lot of food and get sleep. I think for me is to get some fuel in me, sleep, rest, recover, and then I'll probably watch film.
Last question for you. You've got a big group out here supporting you guys. What do y'all got to say to the crowd?
Love you guys. Thank you for coming. We appreciate your support and can't wait to see what it's like tomorrow.
All right, have a great night, y'all.
Thank you.
Love that interview. Love those girls. They do a great job on the mic every time we go to them. But you can tell, I just want to point this out, how much it means to the players down there to have the support that they're being shown. It doesn't go unnoticed for the players on the floor, and that is both everybody who's showing up here in person, everybody who's watching on the NFHS network, anybody who's watching here on the gospelstation.com. The girls really do appreciate it, and the guys do as well. So your support is not going unnoticed. I know for me personally, it's always great to see the support Bethany High gets at these big games. They've got some of the best crowds in the state, and I will stand on that. All right, for the final 3:45 left in this pregame show, I want to go over some of the individual stats from yesterday's game. Cameron Gear finished with 19 points and 8 rebounds. She shot very, very well from the field, also went 3 of 5 from the free throw line. She had more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds, which was somewhat surprising, but it worked out in the end. Again, most of that came in the second half for Bethany's rebounding success. She was the highest on the night by far. McKenna Calderon had 5. Allie Lynn also had 5. Lynn with 5 rebounds. Allie Lynn shot 3 of 4 from the free throw line. She had 3 defensive rebounds. Again, kind of came up in clutch spots to bring those down. Player we just saw with that interview, Madison McNutt, she only made 1 shot, but it was a clutch one right at the very end, kind of put Bethany up for the final time, iced that game. And Cameron Donnelly had 3, shooting 1 of 3 from the field and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. A lot of players get involved in a lot of different ways for these Bethany Lady Broncos. They rebound extremely well top to bottom. They've also got 2 different really personnel groupings they like to play with, one that's more offensively focused, one that's more defensively focused. You can expect to see that a lot again tonight. Well, your expected starters are going to be the usual ones for the Bethany Lady Broncos: Regier, Calderon, McNutt, Harris, and Lynn. For the Verdigris Lady Cardinals, however, we could see a new look. Yesterday, they started Beauchamp, Reardon, Stringfellow, Russell, and Patterson. That's 0, 3, 4, 10, and 20. Don't know if that's the same starting 5 we're going to see here today. I have to assume it will be. But you never know, after a game like they played against Woodward, they could feel like a change needs to be made. Or they could feel, hey, we pulled that one off in the end. We trust our girls. Let's run with the same starting 5. Me personally, I'm expecting the same starting 5, but I won't write anything down until they actually take the floor, if you know what I'm saying. Well, a minute 40 left in this pregame show, so we're about at the end of it. Thanks to Mike Gannon, our board operator back at the studio in Oklahoma City, for his help out here. I'm all alone in Stroud. Well, not all alone. I've got Wyatt next to me up here. But we're up in Stroud. Mike is back in the city making these broadcasts possible. Can't do what we do without Mike. So let's kick it to the intro video. And when we return, we'll meet the starting lineups. This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there. Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home of the $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with a selection of just about everything with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999 and coyotepond.com. Another beautiful rendition of our country's anthem while we were in commercial break. They have a student come out here and do that from Stroud, and she knocks it out of the park every time. Heard her yesterday for the last time. Very impressive. All right, so let's do this. Bethany back in the All Blacks. They're announced first. Cam Regier, the first starter on the floor. Expect her to have another big night here tonight. She's followed up by McKenna Calderon, who again is going to have a major impact on this game. Number 11, Madison McNutt, the third starter announced. She's followed up by number 12, Reese Harris. And of course, rounding out the starting five, Allie Lynn. There's your starters for the Bethany Broncos. Time to meet the Verdigris Lady Cardinals. Again, first time, well, not the first time I'm seeing them, but the first time we're playing them this year. It's going to be number 0, Jackie Beauchamp. Number 3, Abby Raridan. Number 4, Ryland Stringfellow. Looks like it's number 10, Addie Russell. And number 20, Adelaide Patterson. All right, so there are your starting fives for each squad. Again, Bethany in the All Blacks, Verdigris and the All Whites. Verdigris officially the home team on the board. 8 minutes on the clock for the first back-to-back Bethany High School action for you tonight. We've got the men's game directly following this one, but it's time to see who moves on to the area championship. Later tonight, Lincoln Christian and Weatherford play at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, we meet the loser, if we win this game, at 6 p.m. right here on this floor to decide who advances to state. I guess technically that'd be the second place game, wouldn't it? Because Lincoln Christian and Weatherford, the winner would be first, and then the winner of Saturday would be second. Got that figured out. Regier goes to the line to jump. She's going against Beauchamp. Ball's up, knocked away. Beauchamp comes down with it. Verdigris wins first possession. Here's Beauchamp getting this game started at the right side, takes it herself, drives all the way to the right block, and throws it off the glass for 2 to get this game started for the Lady Cardinals. No trouble at all, just did it herself. 2-0, Verdigris leads. 7:40 left to go already in the first. 20 seconds came off the clock. Regier with the fake handoff. She stands at the free throw line. Now drives right side into the lane, spinning, can't get the shot off. Has to go out to Calderon on the right wing. Calderon back out high to McNutt. She wants a screen from Regier. Going to her left, kicks it to the wing. There's Harris. That's a screen for Harris. Harris can't get the shot off, so she'll go back to Regier. 7:20 left to go on the clock. Regier left hand into the lane, backs down the defender and puts up her first shot, in for 2. Regier getting her own scoring started early. Full court defense coming out from the Bethany Broncos, and McKenna Calderon knocks a pass out of bounds. Mentioned she's going to have a big impact on today's game. You can see it early right there. She plays kind of this mid-court defense with Reese Harris, while McNutt and Regier play the full court. Verdigris able to break the press with a couple passes out the right side, but Calderon gets the steal on the baseline. Just as we were talking about it, Calderon comes up clutch. Bethany wins a possession back. 2-2 going the other way. Here's Calderon well beyond the three-point line from straight away, going right side to Regier. Regier, one defender on her, giving a little bit of space. Wants to go out high to Lynn. Lynn walking to the left wing. Directing traffic, all 4 players around the perimeter right now. Now Lynn and Regier head into the lane. McNutt to the right of Calderon, the ball handler. She's going to go to Regier. Regier looking for some penetration. Crossover move. Goes left side into the lane. Got the pass off to Harris. Tipped by Verdigris, but Harris comes down with it. She stops on the dime. Top of the key. Looking for somewhere to go. Hits McNutt. Sets a screen for McNutt. Now she drives into the lane. Kicked out to Calderon. Calderon puts up the 3 and knocks it down. Calderon from the right corner makes it a 5-2 game. Bethany on top. And there's another ball batted out of bounds by McKenna Calderon. She gets a friendly shove from Cam Regier. Regier hyped at that one. Stops the clock at 6:08. Just showing that Verdigris is not going to have anything else for free tonight. Bethany defense gets back. Here's Verdigris on the drive. They get a pass down low from the left block. It's number 3, Abby Reardon, making it a 5-4 game. Verdigris dribbled the ball up the floor there. Didn't go with the passes. Worked out for them. McNutt with the entry lob to Regier. Regier goes right hand all the way to the glass. Lays it up and in for 2. Blew past one defender, and no one was there with the help. 7-4, Bethany leads by 3. 5.5 left to play in the first. Bounce pass in the middle of the floor, now going back to the left side. Regier bites on the pass fake, but Calderon knocks down the pass to the corner and steals it away. Fast break here, Regier on the other end, no one around. Right hand, couldn't get the layup to go. Brought down by Stringfellow. Regier's first miss of the night, but again, a pretty good defensive stop right there from Bethany. Even though you missed the points in transition, you got to feel good about getting that opportunity. Up the floor, here's number 10, Russell. She goes to the left wing. There's a 3 take in. That one no good off the back of the rim. Calderon comes down with the rebound. First rebound of the night, actually, if I'm not mistaken, goes to McKenna Calderon. 4:50 on the clock here in the first quarter. McNutt to her left, there's Harris. Harris has Reardon on her, goes to the corner with Lynn. Allie Lynn from the left corner, entry lob to Regier, and there's a foul. It's going to be going on number 4, Ryland Stringfellow. Ryland Stringfellow's first personal and the first team foul of this quarter. McKinney Calderon set to inbound. McNutt frees herself up in the far corner. She's looking for something in the lane. Gets to Regier, and Regier traveled, trying to jump back and drive. Just let that right foot go out from underneath her. Turnover on the Broncos. Now, turnovers were something they struggled with a little bit in the game yesterday, but even right here through about half of the first quarter, it seems like a different team. Verdigris able to break the press again. They go up the left side of the floor. A risky pass towards the top, brought down by Russell, and Russell's mid-range jumper is good. Number 10, Addie Russell, barely beat Madison McNutt for that loose ball. She's able to bring it back to a 1-point game. 7-6, 4:32 on the clock as we go to break.
Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top-quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family-owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898.
Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Coming out of the timeout is going to be Bethany basketball. 4:32 left to play. Thanks to Hoopa KC for their support of the stream. They do birthdays, parties, events, corporate gatherings. Tyler Nichols has an arcade basketball trailer that he can bring out anywhere in the city. So call 405-448-0099. Calderon on the other end of the floor put up a three-pointer from the left corner. Was rebounded by Allie Lynn. Looks like Lynn was fouled going back up for the shot. No, they're going to call it on the floor. So credit it an offensive rebound for Lynn and a missed 3 for Calderon. Here's the inbounds, go straight out to Madison McNutt in the right corner. Her 3 a little bit off the mark, rebounded by Verdigris. Score remains 7-6 with 4 minutes left to play. Brenton the advantage is Jackie Beauchamp. She's going up the right side of the floor and draws a foul out of McNutt. That's McNutt's first personal and the first team foul for the Bethany Broncos. 4:09 left to play in the first quarter. Russell got a risky inbounds, but it finds its way to Beauchamp. Beauchamp all the way to the baseline, matched up on Lynn. A lot of contact, and now Lynn picks up her first personal foul. Two players were throwing elbows at each other. Verdigris set to inbound it. 2 seconds came off the clock. Bounce pass gets away from them. It's a turnover on the Lady Cardinals. They were looking for number 4, Ryland Stringfellow, on the left side of the court. She was defended well. So Bethany gets ball back. Now 4 minutes exactly left to play in the quarter. Again, the score is 7-6. 2 team fouls on both squads. McNutt looking to her left. Pass to Harris on the wing. Harris looking for an entry to Regier. Regier makes her way to the left side of the lane. Now she backs down one defender, spins, right-handed finish, and Regier has 2 more. Again, Regier has 6 through the first quarter. 9-6, Bethany leads. The Broncos staying in this full-court trap defense, and they get a little bit of trouble for number 10, Russell, but Russell bailed out by the whistle. Looks like they're calling Reese Harris for the foul there. She was trapped at the half-court line, no doubt about it. I do mean bailed out. Russell, it's a quick inbound to freshly subbed on Collins. Now here's Raridan. Raridan to the free throw line, lost the dribble. Lynn stole it away, and Lynn going the other way is going to draw the foul. It goes on number 3, Abby Raridan. Great job by Allie Lynn right there, able to steal that ball away on the fake drive. Reese Harris subbed off in her place, Cameron Donnelly. McNutt brings up the floor, stands at the Tiger logo. 3:25 left to play in the first, 9-6 game. Calderon on the left wing goes high out to Donnelly. Donnelly all the way to the other side. McNutt fakes the three, tried to go for the floater, but got it blocked by Russell. Russell brings down the shot. Now she's got to get past Regier and McNutt again. Able to go with the pass to the far side. There's Calderon out to meet it. She plays defense on the corner. Wild three taken, no good. Lynn has the defensive rebound. Lynn pressing the advantage, has a slight numbers advantage. Going all the way into the lane, threw it off the glass and banked it in. Lynn does it herself. Coast to coast, straight away. No one stopped her. 11-6. Here we go again with Beauchamp, trying to get past the press. Got all the way to the left block before stopping, kicking back out beyond the line. Stringfellow puts up a three from straight away, and Stringfellow knocks it down. 11-9. Verdigris answers with a three. 2.5 left to play in the first quarter. McNutt matched up against number 10 Russell at half court. Goes with the high lob to Donnelly. Donnelly looking for the pass down low. Three-player swarm Regier, and they're going to call a travel on Cam Regier. Number 23, Avery Lenolin on the floor. And you can see the game plan from Verdigris right there. They have a 2-3 look coming out here, and 3 players just crashed Cam Regier the moment Donnelly even thought about getting that pass to her. Verdigris has still got to bring it up full court. Now 3 players play the full court defense. Long pass, nearly swatted out of the air by Calderon, and it's just going to be a turnover on Verdigris. They're going to say number 5 actually didn't get a hand on it, which works in Bethany's favor. Allie Lynn off the floor in her place, Madison Bibbs. Bethany with 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter, trying to extend a 2-point lead out to 2 possessions. Regier, 2 players on her, has it cutting Bibbs. Bibbs to the corner, Calderon catch and shoot, knocks it down in rhythm. McKenna Calderon, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, not that one down from the right wing. 14-9, the lead is 5. Cross-court pass from Verdigris. They hit number 23, Lenolin. Lenolin puts up a shot, but traveled right before. Bibbs and Donnelly high five for that one. A turnover on the Lady Cardinals. Morgan McNutt in the game now. She takes the inbounds from Calderon. She'll bring it up the floor. Again, 14-9. The lead is 5 for the Bethany Broncos. McNutt, a freshman, swarmed by 2 defenders, able to get a jump pass off to Regier. Regier's in trouble on the far line. Got one stolen away, picked up by number 10, Russell. Russell looking up the floor. There's Beauchamp. Beauchamp with the left hand. Nearly got it swatted by Donnelly, but Donnelly's going to pick up a foul here. That'll send Beauchamp to the line. The shot was not made, so she's shooting 2. Jackie Beauchamp on her first. Able to put Verdigris in double digits, 14-10. In the game, number 20. Let me see if I've got this right. Adelardo Patterson. The second free throw from Beauchamp. That one knocked down as well. She's 2 of 2 on that trip. 14-11, the lead 3 for the Bethany Broncos. Here's McNutt again to bring it up the floor. Still in a 2-3 look from Verdigris, but now they're playing more of a man. McNutt going to the right side. One defender on her, got it knocked out of bounds. They're going to say McNutt last touched it. You see a little bit of frustration coming out there from Morgan McNutt. Looks like she's going to be subbed out of the game. Madison McNutt back in. Morgan, just a freshman, being tasked with a big duty right there as primary ball handler in day 2 of area. You can see the defense just got to her that time. She'll have another chance to right that wrong. Bethany with some good full court pressure. Beauchamp able to get past it. Bounce pass to the left corner. A 3 taken from that side for Patterson. No good. And I think Regier is going to be officially credited with that defensive rebound. Less than a minute to play here. 14-11. Regier, 2 players in front of her. 2 players along the baseline. She's going to just go with a handoff to McNutt. Madison McNutt on the logo. Working right to left. Quick pass to Calderon. Bethany going to burn some time here. Now Calderon gets inside the line. Kick to the corner for Bibbs. Bibbs looking to Regier. Can't find number 2. Bethany has to feed it back out high. Here's McNutt just left of the logo. Looking for the fake screen from Regier. No pass yet. 30 seconds left to play. McNutt backs up towards the line. Now she starts the attack again, going right side. 27 seconds left to go. Verdigris hasn't found a way to really apply this pressure. Now they bring in an extra defender. McNutt finds Bibbs down the corner. Calderon, entry pass to Regier. Regier's shot bounces around. It doesn't fall. And Regier was so sure she had made that, she turned her back and was going the other way. But there's a steal before Verdigris even makes it past half court. McNutt picks it up, looking to Calderon on the right wing. She goes back out high to 1-1, all the way across. There's an open Donnelly in the corner. She puts up the 3. No good, off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Calderon, but no shot comes off of it. Well, that's how the first quarter ends, 14-11. A clutch steal. The teamwork by Cam Regier and Madison McNutt causes another turnover on Verdigris, and that's something the Lady Cardinals are going to have to be careful of. Let's go to break. When we come back, the second quarter of action. Again, 14-11. The Broncos lead by 3.
We are Integrity Heating, Air, and Plumbing, in business for over 40 years. We provided top-notch service for every company and residential home in the area. Let's take a look inside and let you meet some people.
Hey, Blaine. Good morning. Here we have a part of our call center. This is Tina. That's Gabby. That's our general manager, BJ. Our office hours are from 7:30 to 7:30, Monday through Friday, and we do heating and air conditioning, plumbing and electrical. Give us a call. We always have specials. Our number one priority is your family, constant comfort and convenience. We offer 24-hour service.
And in order for us to do that, we fully stock everything here at our warehouse. Whether it's commercial or residential, we offer plumbing, heating and air, and electrical full services. All of our guys are licensed, we're bonded and insured.
Here at Integrity, we offer senior discounts, military discounts, and public service discounts.
You worked hard for us, so let us work hard for you.
Yeah, go Broncos.
Victory Mattress Outlet is a proud supporter of Bethany High School athletics. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, back in Oklahoma City. Jeremy and his folks bring that hometown charm to helping you find quality mattresses, furniture, bedding, and much more, thanks to Victory Mattress Outlet. Now back in the action, there's an entry pass looking for Allie Lynn, nearly stolen away by Verdigris, but Lynn is able to pick it up. Bibbs with a fake pass, finds it open. Reese Harris in the left corner, and Harris knocks down her first shot of the game. Reese Harris makes it 17-11. Great teamwork by Lynn and Bibbs, able to find the open player. Verdigris in trouble again. Oh, look at that. The Madisons nearly caused a turnover. Verdigris able to find Beauchamp on the right wing. Beauchamp answers 3 for 3, 17-14. Hit that from the right wing herself. Bibbs and McNutt nearly caused a steal before that. Let's see if they can get that on another chance. McNutt looking to Lynn. Lynn fakes the shot from the left wing. Gets an on-ball screen from Regier, now goes left to the baseline, spins, runs into another defender, and we get the pass off to Bibbs, and extra to McNutt. McNutt can't take the shot, instead goes back down to Regier. Regier bounce pass, there's the extra again. McNutt will try it from the right wing, too strong. Regier comes down with the offensive rebound, her putback no good, but punched out of bounds by Verdigris. Maybe a missed opportunity there for the Verdigris Lady Cardinals. They could have come down with that one pretty cleanly. Instead, it's going to be last touch by a white jersey. 6:49. McNutt to inbound, goes with the lob to the goal, had a Harris on the backside. Harris brings it back out towards the top of the key. Now Bibbs takes it over to Lynn on the right wing. She stands at the 66 Coliseum lettering, backpedaling to the Tiger logo. 6.5 to play. Dribbling with the left hand, got to the free throw line, ran into trouble and lost the dribble. Verdigris on a fast break. One-on-one on the other end, catch and shoot. It's high off the glass, no good. Regier gets the rebound. That was number 20, Patterson, to take the shot. 6:20 left to play already in the second quarter. McNutt fakes from the left wing, goes back out high to Regier. Regier with a drive step, goes back. McNutt now with a little bit of room, goes right side all the way to the lane, lays it up off the glass, couldn't get to go, but there's a foul. Looks like the foul is going on number 2, Cameron Gear. So unfortunately, that one doesn't go the Bethany Broncos' way. 6 minutes left to play in the second. Verdigris trying to bring it to the floor, down 3. 17-14. Number 10, Russell going left side. She sees an open Beauchamp, left corner. Beauchamp's 3, no good. Bibbs has the defensive rebound. That's Bibbs' first rebound of the game. McNutt brings it up the floor off the left line. Has two defenders come out to meet her. Bounce pass back to Lynn. Lynn able to corral it before it goes out of bounds. Jump pass back to McNutt, right to left. Now Regier has it, well beyond the arc. Soft screen from Lynn. She goes right hand all the way into the lane. Spins, kick to the corner. Harris catch and shoot. She wants another three. No good on that one. A lot of contact underneath. Verdigris wants the foul call, but they're not going to get it. Just going to be out on Beauchamp. Number 5, McKenna Calderon back in the game for the Bethany Broncos. Madison Bibbs comes off the floor after playing some good minutes and picking up her first rebound. 4 players along the baseline. Regier and Lynn switch underneath and leaves it wide open. Madison McNutt, her three, no good. Verdigris grabs the rebound. Verdigris cross-court pass. On the full court, they have a player underneath the bucket on the other end, but Stringfellow can't get the shot. Bethany answers in kind, finds Regier. Regier lays it up right hand, and she's got 2. That's going to bring a timeout out of the Verdigris Lady Cardinals. They were able to find, again, Ryland Stringfellow off the cross-court pass, but Stringfellow's shot did not make, and it immediately turned into 2 for the black jerseys. We're back after this commercial, 19-14.
John Campbell is your local health market agent that specializes in Medicare. Instead of talking through an 800 number, talk face-to-face with your local agent, John Campbell, to answer all your questions and find the company that best fits your needs. John Campbell Health Market serves Yukon, Bethany, and the surrounding area and will travel across the state of Oklahoma to meet with you. Call John Campbell Health Markets at 405-200-8414. Call 405-200-8414.
And we welcome you back from commercial break. Thanks to Toro Taxes, 5909 Northwest Expressway back in the city. Toro Taxes gave out the Toro $10 ticket this year at all our basketball home games. They were awarding lucky fans $10 coupons to the concession stands back in Bethany. So when you need help with your taxes, call Toro 580-275-8933. We're actually going to go back to a timeout here as Verdigris could not bring the ball up past half court against Bethany's press. Full timeout, 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Score still 19-14. We'll be back here shortly.
Lilygrass Flowers and Decor is rooted in rich history dating back to 1979 in the precious memory of Flowers by Roy. Alicia Rankins and staff have carried the commitment to only offer the finest, unique floral arrangements with same-day delivery locally and nationally. What you envision, we make reality at Lilygrass Flowers and Decor, 7101 Northwest Expressway. Call Lilygrass Flowers and Decor at 721-1813 and begin a new memory.
Polished is total grooming at 836 Garth Brooks in Yukon with 28 years combined experience, including airbrush design, nail caps on dogs and cats, as well as the Bri Bar and pet photography. It's a dog and cat day out at Polish, and ask about the month's membership that includes a free weekly bathing and 50% off pet grooming. Go to polishgrooming.com or call 405-494-8409. Keep your fur baby happy with expert affordable pet grooming at Polish in Yukon.
Verdigris inbounds it. They'll take it past half court. Bring it up the floor is number 23, Linolin. She goes back out high to Stringfellow, who stands at the logo. Now she drives right hand against Lynn. Can't get past 2-3, so she kicks it to Beauchamp. Beauchamp spins, right block, high off the glass, no good. Regier has the defensive board and able to get the pass off to McNutt. Regier's third defensive rebound. Thanks to Aloha Shaved Ice, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway for their support of the stream. All year they serve shaved ice. They're as cold as this shot from Reese Harris. From straight away, Reese Harris for 3. 22-14, 4:20. Verdigris on the other end trying to answer. They go to number 10, Russell. Russell with a handoff on the far side to Patterson. Patterson backs it off, gets a call in from the bench. She'll run a play. Steps into a 3. High arcing shot, and Patterson knocks it down. Well, Verdigris has done a great job at answering Bethany's offense with the offense of their own, but they're still down 5. 4 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Lynn at the Tiger logo. All 4 players around the perimeter looking to her left to Calderon. Harris and Lynn try to get into the lane. Calderon can't find a lane for them, so she gives to Lynn, who goes with the entry pass to Regier. Regier spins, a little bit of contact, no foul called. Regier just misses that shot. Verdigris on the rebound. They go the other way. Russell stops on a dime. Handoff down to the baseline. It's Beauchamp. Awkward shot, no good. Lynn has the rebound. Lynn, 3-on-2 fast break. Has two players on either side. Hits Harris. Harris with the hot hand. No good off the front of the rim. Madison McNutt comes down with the offensive board. 3:15 as McNutt in the offense resets. Harris 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. Here's Lynn on the left wing. Catch and shoot. Allie Lynn wants it. No good. Regier with the offensive rebound. The putback. That one falls for number 2. Now you've seen the strength once again of Cam Regier down low. A masterclass on the rebounding side. She earned so many extra attempts and extra points for the Bethany Broncos. Beauchamp and Regier match up in the left corner. Beauchamp goes right hand all the way to the lane, but her shot doesn't fall, and Regier has another rebound. Harris takes the ball from Regier, and they'll slow things down. 2:40 left to play in this first half. Harris walking to her right. Now she'll bring it back out to the middle of the floor. Looks to Lynn on her right. Cross-court pass from Allie Lynn. Hits McNutt. A couple extra passes around. Finds Regier. Here's an open Harris again, this time from the right wing. Are you kidding me? Reese Harris. 3 of 5. 10-point lead for the Bethany Broncos. Harris swarmed by the bench. You know, I'm going to have to remember when I catch a post-game interview to ask who's the most eager to swarm players on the Bethany Broncos squad, because they've done that a lot in this area tournament. Again, 27-17, Bethany leads over the Verdigris Lady Cardinals.
Are you looking for some hair, some virgin hair, some extensions? Well, come to Alchemy Ming Virgin Hair and Boutique. We have moved to 10709 North Rockwell Avenue, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Suite D. Come and see all the styles from your best hairstylist, your favorite hairstylist, the award-winning hairstylist of the year, Jasmine J.G. Garrett Whitson.
Coming out of timeout, Reese Harris 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Next closest is McKinney Calderon 2 of 3. Cam Regier has knocked down 5 of her 9 from 2. She has not taken a shot from beyond the arc, but this has been a much more balanced scoring attack even than we saw in the game yesterday. 2:15 for Verdigris to find something at the end of the half. Here's number 2, James. James over to the left. There's Stringfellow. Stringfellow drive and kick, left side of the floor. Nothing opens up. Verdigris will put up a 3, and it gets lodged in between rim and backboard. I believe that was number 2, Collie James, to take the shot. Just credit that a missed 3. They've got to knock this ball out from being wedged in there with another basketball, and they get it. Who gets credited with that rebound on the dead ball? So it will be Verdigris ball here. See where they go for the inbounds. One player hits the deck. Harris goes down. Quick inbounds to Stringfellow. Stringfellow back out beyond the line. Hit number 10, Russell. Russell in trouble, so she gives it up to James. James at the logo, now working right hand crossover move, trying to get past McNutt. Left hand off the glass, no good. Harris comes down with the rebound. Well, we'll say James, pretty quick player, but that was not a great looking shot. 27-17, Bethany has ball back. Donnelly looking to the right side from Harris. Harris wants the cutting Calderon on the baseline, can't find her. Can't find McNutt either on the cut into the lane. So she drives herself, kicks out to Donnelly. Donnelly puts up the 3, unfriendly bounce, no good. Harris would have had the rebound, but McNutt is called for a foul. That's McNutt's second personal and the second team foul of this quarter. Morgan McNutt back on the floor now. Madison takes her lead. Score remains 27-17 for the final 80 seconds. Working quick is number 10, Russell, left to right. Goes with the handoff to James. James back out high all the way around. Look at Regier trying to get the steal. Kick ball. Regier got to the pass before Beauchamp could bring it in. Now, I don't know if she would have been able to keep that in play, so the kick ball is kind of whatever there. But, man, the Bethany Broncos are lights out on defense here today. Verdigris now with 1:10. The Lady Cardinals have to drop their best play here. They're going to go all the way right side inside the line, and Russell runs right into Allie Lynn, who's going to get hit with a foul. The Verdigris fans give a cheer for that one. Bethany fans a little bit confused. Lynn's second personal. For the final 67 seconds, it shouldn't be much of an issue. Bibbs comes in the game. Inbounds goes to Beauchamp. Beauchamp along the baseline, working on Morgan McNutt. Has Regier come out to help her, and Regier ties up Beauchamp for the jump ball. The freshman and the junior team up. All right, a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Regier brings the ball up the floor. She's going to work slowly on the right side. Time is on Bethany's side. Now Verdigris brings a little bit of extra help to pressure. The ball goes all the way down to Donnelly in the left corner. She gets it back out high to Bibbs. Bibbs back to Donnelly. Plenty of room. Open McKinney Calderon on the right corner. Doesn't see her. Instead goes to the left corner with Morgan McNutt. 39 seconds left to play, and Bethany's still in their offense, taking time off the board. Regier back out to Calderon. A couple quick passes all the way around the world. I'm not sure if Bethany has even dribbled in the past 30 seconds. Now finally Donnelly will dribble it out to the logo. Some extra help comes back out for Verdigris, but now with 20 seconds left, Bethany has done the job. Morgan McNutt stands at the top of the key, backpedaling, going left side to Donnelly. Donnelly with the entry pass to Regier. Regier, 2 defenders on her, bounce pass out to Morgan. Couple of passes all the way around the world. Now here's Regier again, right hand, 2-step, shots up, got the foul. Regier will head to the line. Bethany took 51 seconds off the clock right there. Went down from about a minute to 9. Regier is going to shoot these 2 free throws as the rest of the black jerseys go to the half-court defense. Regier on her first, can't knock it down. Number 21, Paisley Sparks in the game for Verdigris. These are the first free throw attempts for Bethany this game. Regier trying to go 1 of 2. And she hits that one. 1 of 2 from the line. Bethany makes it 28-17. Verdigris trying to work quick. 5 seconds left to work with. Regier fouls Beauchamp trying to get another steal. That was just a quick handoff from Addie Russell to Jackie Beauchamp that Regier tried to intercept. That is the second personal foul for Cam Regier. Into the game, number 35, Emma Saylor. Verdigris goes with the lob, full court, and Beauchamp can't pick it up. A turnover on Verdigris, 4.2 left to go, and the coaching staff on the Verdigris side a little bit unhappy with how this second quarter has gone, to say the least. 11-point lead for the Broncos. 4 seconds is enough time here. Calderon is going to inbound it. Bibbs and McNutt stand at about half court. Bibbs sets a screen for Morgan. She tries to get free. Calderon tries to go somewhere, hits Saylor. Saylor, 2 seconds left to work with. Looking to her left side. Morgan's just got to throw it up. No shots taken. That's where the second will end. 28-17 as we go to half. The Bethany Broncos lead over the Verdigris Cardinals. Winner heads to day 3 and tries to punch their ticket to state. We'll be back with the halftime show. This is the Blake Nightingale halftime break. Let's play our interview with the one, the only, Blake Nightingale. Thanks for tuning in to Bethany Broncos basketball on the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk.
Hello again, everyone. We're back here on the main street of America in Oklahoma City, back at one of our favorite places, State Farm Insurance, Blake Nightingale. Blake, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful spring day here in Oklahoma City, and so excited for all the upcoming things coming our way. So
that's right. It's even still February, and we're in spring. I love Oklahoma.
It feels like spring.
That's right. Well, I tell you what, speaking of spring, want to talk again about the weather coming up. I mean, we got to think about our roofs, our property with the storms that move in.
Yeah.
What kind of insurance can you help people with?
Yeah, the number one claim that most Oklahomans deal with is the hail storms, right? And the wind and tornadoes and all that kind of stuff. And so no better time than right now to start preparing for the spring season. And so what does that look like? Just make sure you're reviewing your policies, make sure you know what coverage you have. And most importantly, making sure that you've got the right person to take care of you. So.
And you are it. And that's the thing I like too, is I always hear this on TV sometimes when I watch, is call us at 1-800, but you have no idea who these people are.
Yeah.
Right here, people come in and talk to you, and your staff is excellent.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. Why is that advantage?
Yeah, I love having 6 people here. The number one thing I love about it is that you can call and you can talk to the same person over and over. And most people, insurance is an afterthought until you got that question. And you don't want to be on hold for 30 minutes trying to talk to somebody that doesn't know you. We know you personally. We know your story. And that's what we take pride in, is taking care of you and knowing who you are.
Very good. Well, I have a couple of questions. Number one question, we were talking about the spring. Should people look at the roofs before the weather hits? Should they even look at it, get some kind of knowledge of how the roof looks? What should they do to prepare?
Yeah, a couple things I think that are very important as we go into the spring season. One is to get your roof checked. A lot of roofing companies will do it for free. I think another thing to do is go ahead and do a video inventory of all your stuff. So what I just tell people is take a video, go each room to room, and that way if there's ever a catastrophic event, you know exactly what you have, so you don't have to think about it in that time. And then the most important thing is know your deductibles, know your coverage. Make sure you have full replacement costs, and make sure you know what the out-of-pocket expenses look like, so you can prepare so that whenever something does happen, and hopefully we have a lighter season this year in Oklahoma, but that's not likely, obviously. But again, you know what you have, and that's the most important thing I tell people. So.
Yeah, the pre-maintenance helps cut down the panic when something does happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And just obviously, knowing what to expect and making sure you've got a plan in place. And so, with all these storms that come through, those out-of-state roofers start coming in. And,
yes.
And it just builds a lot of anxiety with people. And so knowing ahead of time and having a plan in place is the best way to go about it. So.
Do roofers and insurance companies like State Farm, do they ever work with roofers? Do you ever recommend a roofer, or you can't do that?
Yeah, so there's a lot of roofers that we've dealt with and that are great. I would just tell you go local. If they're knocking on your door, then chances are they're out of state, and that can get you some concerns. And so I would say choose local and choose who you trust, and usually they'll take care of you. So.
All right, I had this question come up, and I wanted to ask you about it. Business insurance. People are in an office building, they're wanting to move furniture or move stuff in, and the building management says, do you have insurance? What if somebody busts out the door, out the glass window you go through, the door window? Tell us about why it's wise to have insurance in your office building, and how does that safeguard you?
Yeah, so we insure, a lot of times State Farm always thinks people want to think about auto and home. And we insure business, life insurance, health insurance. And so when it comes to business specifically, one of the biggest things is making sure you protect your personal property. Theft and water damage tend to be, larger claims for people. But it is always important when you're dealing with a business entity that you have the ability to maybe be sued or liability concerns, that you have coverage in place for that. And so that's, again, why we love having 6 people here. We're a knowledgeable resource. We love to take care of customers and help in all their needs. We kind of view ourselves as a one-stop shop, and we'll take care of all the insurance needs you might have. So.
Well, knowledge also helps wisdom, and having the wisdom to do something about it, because I'm one of these to put it off and say, I should have done it already.
Yeah, exactly.
And I did see that recently where some people were moving out. They were moving out of the building, and somehow or another, you know how Murphy's Law works, they busted a window.
Yeah.
Totally by accident, but they did it. And that's why it's important to have insurance in there.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, insurance, most people, it's not on top of mind until a claim happens. And then it's like, what did I get myself into? That's why we're here to help. We want to make sure we foresee the future and what could happen, and make sure you're protected. And you can call us or text us anytime. And that number is 405-728-1313. And we would love to be a resource for you.
And once you tell us your address and any other final words you'll say before we cut and get back to where we're at.
Yeah, so we're located here off of Northwest Expressway, 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And again, like I said, text or call. The biggest thing that I tell you going into the spring, doesn't hurt to shop, doesn't hurt to make sure you've got the right coverage in place, and we would love to be a resource for you. So.
And I might add that, Blake, you're a family man. You know what it's like to raise a family and take your kids places and just all of that. So you're very knowledgeable and have empathy toward families that are needing to get insurance to take care of them.
Yeah, we love to hear the personal story of each one of you, and we love to take care of you and help in any way we can.
Well, thank you, Blake. Thanks for sponsoring all of our sports in Bethany High School and all that we do. We appreciate all you do, Blake.
Yep, thanks. Go Broncos.
We return from halftime. 3:40 left on the clock in our little bit of a halftime break. The Bethany High Lady Broncos taking on the Verdigris High Lady Cardinals. Day number 2 of the area tournament out here at the Stroud Route 66 Coliseum. And what a beautiful place it is. Bethany leads 28-17 at half, currently an 11-point lead. They put up 14 in the first quarter and 14 in the second quarter, while they held Verdigris to 6 between the first and the second. And I mentioned in our pregame, folks, if you were there for that this Bethany Broncos team really reignited the defense in yesterday's second half against Grove, and that has carried over into this game here today. Cameron Gear has 11 points through the first half on top of 6 rebounds. She is on pace for a double-double once again. McKenna Calderon has 6. Reese Harris has 9 on 3 of 5 shooting from beyond the arc. And Allie Lynn has 2 for all the scoring for the Bethany Broncos tonight. A handful of players held to 5, but many players have gotten in on the rebounding side. Bibbs has a rebound, Harris has a rebound, McNutt has a rebound. Calderon and Lynn both have 3 rebounds, and of course I already mentioned Cameron Gear's 6. So overall, I would say it is, as the McNutt said in their post-game interview, they're looking to play as a team. And here today they have accomplished this against the Verdigris Lady Cardinals, who just returned to the floor to the cheer of the Verdigris faithful. Thanks to Blake Nightingale State Farm, 7304 Northwest Expressway, not 39th Expressway. He does our player awards at the end of the games, too. We hope you stick around for those to hear who I award player of the game to. Blake Nightingale has been supporting Bethany High for a long time. He insures everything from auto, business, home, and life to things like boats and motorcycles. So if you ever need any help with your insurance, go to your local friendly insurance agent. Talk to his great staff, Blake Nightingale, 7304 Northwest Expressway. And now your Bethany Broncos return to the floor. They get a standing ovation from all the fans wearing purple and black out here in Stroud. Always love to see it. 90 seconds left in this halftime show break. So what do we expect for the second half? Well, for the second half, I expect Verdigris to try and shut down Cam Regier. They can't stop her on the defensive board. We've seen that proven, but we have seen when 3 players get put onto Regier, it can occasionally cause a little bit of trouble. She's got 2 personal fouls. That might be something Verdigris starts to target in the second half. But Bethany is going to need their other perimeter shooters to start coming up clutch. I would honestly expect more production from Lynn here in the second half. I think she's going to have a couple open shots from the field if Verdigris does go and designate more bodies to Cam Regier. Expect Calderon and Harris's numbers to climb, but who also shows up as that third option for the Bethany Broncos in the third quarter remains to be seen. Let's go to one more quick 30-second break, and we're back for the second half of play.
Grandview Windows and Doors is a proud sponsor of the Bethany Broncos and a part of the community serving all of Oklahoma City area with a mission to provide our customers exceptional window and door solutions. Locally owned and operated, Grandview Windows and Doors is your window and door specialist. Drop on by our showroom to get the latest colors, styles, and special pricing just in time for the fall. Call 405-787-0230 and visit us on Facebook, Grandview Windows and Doors.
All right, we are back. Bethany has ball here with just under 8 minutes left to play. Let's get this thing going. Bethany on their first possession of the half goes to Regier on the left wing, back out high all the way around to Reese Harris on the right wing. She goes back to McNutt out high. McNutt with the entry lob to Regier. 2 players on her. She swings one to the corner. There's Allie Lynn. Can't hit the 3 from the right corner, rebounded by Verdigris. Well, right out of the gates, though, we're seeing exactly what I said, an early opportunity for Lynn. Beauchamp drives the other way, got a swat out of Lynn, and Lynn's going to pick up a foul. This will be a foul on the shot. Now Allie Lynn has 3 to her name, something she needs to be careful of. Beauchamp heads the line. Cameron Donnelly set the sub into the game. Beauchamp takes her first and knocks it down. 28-18 now. They'll lead back down to 10. Donnelly subs in for Allie Lynn. She stands on the left side of the lane. Second free throw. That one made as well. 28-19, 7 minutes left to go. Harris brings it up the floor. Reese Harris at the Tiger logo, looking to her right. There's Madison McNutt. McNutt matched up on number 10, Russell. She goes over to Harris on the left side, hand off to Calderon. Calderon brings it back to the top of the key, looking for the pass down low. Donnelly somehow brings it down right underneath the bucket. Fouled on the shot. And that was a desperation move right there from Cameron Donnelly, but it worked out. Cameron Donnelly heading to the line to shoot some free throws for her first time tonight. And I can't accurately describe that to you. You kind of needed to see that one. She was behind the backboard, threw up a shot, and got fouled on it. Donnelly hits her first free throw. Donnelly lines up her second at a 10-point lead, 29-19, trying to make it 11, and she will. Donnelly picks up her first points of the match, going 2 for 2 from the line. 30-19, 6:50 left to go in the third. Full court defense once again from the Bethany Broncos. McNutt and Regier back to their full court pressure. Verdigris able to bring it past half court line. Here's number 10, Russell, working on Calderon. Gets all the way to the lane, puts up a left-handed shot and gets the foul. Calderon going to pick up her first personal. Well, McKenna actually did a pretty good job of hanging with Russell all the way there. It was right there at the very end on the shot. She got a little bit too much hand. First free throw up and no good from Russell. My good friend up here, Wyatt Ross, might have been helping out with that free throw. Second one's up, and that one no good. Regier comes down with the rebound. Russell misses both free throws. This game remains 30-19. McNutt up the right side of the floor. Here's Regier now off of the handoff. Had Donnelly cut into the lane, couldn't find her, so she goes to Harris on the left wing. Harris with a quick pass to McNutt. McNutt looking down low. There's Regier on the left block. 3 defenders on her. Still got the shot off and got her own rebound. Her putback, no foul call. Verdigris going the other way. Here's number 0, Beauchamp, stopping on the right wing. Has to go right side to Stringfellow. Stringfellow drives left hand into the lane. Got it batted down and stolen away by Regier. 2-on-2 fast break. Regier up to McNutt. McNutt stops on the left wing. No shot. She goes out high to Harris. The offense resets. Bounce pass, injury to Regier. She gets past her defender and puts it in for 2. 32-19. You can't stop her for that long. Eventually, Regier's going to find her look. Verdigris against the full court press. It's now McNutt alone playing full court pressure. All other 4 defenders at half court. Verdigris brings it past. Here's Patterson on the right side. Looking to her left, sees nowhere to go. So dribbles left hand all the way to the free throw line. Nearly got it punched out by Calderon. Tangled up with Regier. Jump ball. And you can hear the cheer from the Bethany bench. Calderon and Regier that time teaming up. That was pretty impressive stuff. Kenneth Calderon, class of 2026. Cameron Regier, class of 2027. They've been playing for a little bit, the junior and the senior. Regier takes an entry lob, tried to get a behind-the-back pass to Donnelly. Was stolen away by Verdigris. Now Verdigris up the left side of the floor, 4-on-3 fast break. They go to Beauchamp, left corner. She puts up the 3 and hits it. 32-22, the lead back down to 10. Still double digits for the Bethany Broncos. McNutt brings it slowly up the floor, sends it the logo, bounce pass to Calderon. Right side, she goes with the lob high out to Harris. McNutt goes along the baseline to the left corner. That's where the pass goes. Stolen away, this time by Russell. Russell, 2-on-1 fast break. Bounce pass up ahead. Left-handed finish. It's good for Abby Reardon. And now we have a timeout taken by the Bethany Broncos as Verdigris has a little bit of life here in the third. 32-24 as we go to break.
Let's all really listen to what politicians say. Does it make sense? For instance, raising tax rates on large corporations. Sounds good. Then we remember, corporations do not pay taxes. They pass tax costs through to their customers. That means a corporate tax increase is a tax increase for everyone who does business with a corporation. That's a tax increase to every one of us. Dwayne McAnally, McAnally Foundation.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley service in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
Back in Stroud, Oklahoma, coming out of timeout, Bethany's going to stop this little bit of a run Verdigris win on here, 32-24. McNutt to inbound. She gives it to Calderon right back to 1-1. McNutt will bring it up the right side of the floor. She's immediately going to look to the left side. Regier over to Harris now, sends it to the left wing, goes back out high. 4.5. Donnelly has it on the right wing, no one in the lane. Harris cut in, but she couldn't find a lane to her, so she goes to the top of the key with Calderon. Calderon with Regier right in front of her. That's where she goes. Regier's backs down, 2 defenders. Right-handed finish from the left side. And Cam Regier stays strong, stays clean. She's knocked down 7, if I'm not wrong, 7 to 14. Exactly half of her shots from 2. Verdigris back the other way. They're going with number 20, Patterson. Patterson with the handoff to Russell. Russell right hand into the lane. Puts up a floater. No good. Calderon fighting for the rebound, and she comes down with it. Calderon's 4th rebound of the game. McNutt with under 4 minutes goes up the middle of the floor. She's looking back to Reese Harris on the right side, and now it feels like Verdigris' momentum has halted a little bit. Ball goes around the perimeter. Here's McNutt. Entry lob. Calderon on the cut. Extra pass back out to the corner. Harris takes a three. Left wing. Knocks it down. Reese Harris, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. 37-24. Bethany leads 3.5. Verdigris puts up a desperation three in response, and Donnelly comes down with the rebound on it. Not sure about that shot from the Lady Cardinals. Feels like the pace got a little bit sped up for them there. Calderon on the right side, encountering a 3-2 zone. More like a 3-1-1, honestly. McNutt puts up a three, right wing, just a little bit off the mark, but Harris comes down with the offensive rebound. On the putback, no good. Harris tried a three. It was rebounded by Verdigris. There's nearly a steal. Let's see what the call is. The call is just going to be timeout from Verdigris. Bethany was looking for a backcourt violation. And sorry, folks, a lot just happened right there, but we're just going to go to a timeout. 37-24, it is full, so we'll be back in a minute. Weird thing right there, weird thing.
Tanko Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing is a commercial and industrial contractor. They offer end-to-end client experience that includes seamless communication, budgeting, staffing, on-site organization, and its solid quality handiwork every time. The past projects include both new construction and repairs and restoration. Occupied and fully operational job sites are never a problem. They can also plan, manage, and build multi-phase jobs. We are a turnkey plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and mechanical contractor. Tanko Company, give them a call at 405-255-7804. Again, that's 405-255-7804. Tanko.
And we're back out of timeout. Verdigris has it after they narrowly avoid the backcourt violation. Number 10, Russell, brings up the left side of the floor, has a player along the baseline, but lost the dribble. It's a turnover on Verdigris. Russell defended by Madison McNutt. McNutt causing chaos. Madison Bibbs back into the game, gives Donnelly a break. 2:45 left to go in this quarter. McNutt looking to the right side. There's Calderon. Two players swarm to her. She goes back out high, got it tipped and stolen away, but Regeer's trying to cause chaos in response. Harris picks up a steal off of the tip from Regeer. Regeer stands at the right wing, in dribble, hasn't dribbled yet. Now she makes her move, goes out to the other side of the floor with Madison McNutt. McNutt on the left line, backs up to half court. Now she sees Regeer, left corner. Cam Regeer knocks down a three-pointer. Are you kidding me? Her first of the game. 40-24, I think she did that yesterday as well. Verdigris in trouble on the other end. It's again Russell taking up with two defenders. McNutt trying to get the steal. Jump ball. The Bethany crowd looking for a foul as McNutt apparently took a shot to the head or chest area, but it's just going to stay with the jump ball. McNutt is all right. She will be subbed out of the game for Morgan. They want to make sure she is healthy and 100% for the final quarter. 2:10 left to go. Inbounds for Verdigris. Bounce pass down low, immediately stolen away by Harris. She saw that one coming from a mile away. Harris on the fast break. 2-on-3, now 3-on-3. Goes to Calderon on the right wing. She goes back inside to Regeer. Regeer, one dribble, right hand, and one. Cam Regeer. And the ball movement up the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Regeer heads the line to take her third free throw attempt. 2 minutes exactly on the clock. The score 42-24. Regeer shot up and good. She gets three the old-fashioned way. Number 21, Paisley Sparks in the game for Verdigris. 43-24, Bethany leads. The lead now nearly 20 as we head to the end of the third. Verdigris up the middle of the floor. Now they go to the right. Harris working on the on-ball defender against Llewellyn, I believe it is. She's going to go back out high to Patterson. Patterson back to Leon. Right wing. Harris and Regeer now playing defense on her. There's a bounce pass down low to Beauchamp. Beauchamp dribbles through three defenders, able to get the shot off, and it falls. Jackie Beauchamp, one of the bright spots for the Verdigris Lady Cardinals in this area matchup. 90 seconds left to play in the third quarter. 43-26, Bethany leads. 4 players along the perimeter. Madison Bibbs stands alone on the baseline on the left side of the floor. Calderon to Harris. Harris looking for the entry, can't find it, so she goes back out high to Calderon, now around to Morgan McNutt. McNutt, 2 players in the lane, goes to Bibbs. Bibbs extra to Calderon, wide open from the left wing, puts up the 3, no good off the glass. Bibbs, offensive rebound, and her putback is good. What a clutch offensive rebound, and what a clutch shot from Madison Bibbs. 45-26, the lead back out to nearly 20. Llewellyn drives, got it stolen away. Bibbs has the steal. One-on-one fast break, right hand all the way to the glass. Madison Bibbs has come alive. 47-26 for the final 40 seconds in this quarter. Bibbs, the on-ball defender, working against Llewellyn. Bounce pass, down low. There's an open Cardinal, high-arcing shot, no good, and Bibbs has the defensive rebound. Well, for these final 2 minutes, these have been dominated by Madison Bibbs. 30 seconds now left to play, down to 25. Harris picks up the dribble, 1 defender on her, bounce pass to Regier. Regier matched up on Beauchamp, but she's going to back it off and take some time off the clock. Bibbs to her left, 3 players in front of her. She goes with the jump pass to Bibbs. Bibbs has an open Harris in the corner, but she goes back over to Regier on the right side. 8 seconds now left to play. Bethany again taking time off the clock at the end of the quarter. Now Regier drives, spot up 2 from the mid-range. No good. Morgan McNutt on the rebound. Her putback doesn't fall, no foul. That's going to take us to the end of the third. Madison Bibbs, what a player. Makes it a 21-point game in the final 2 minutes of the third, nearly by herself. Let's see if the Bethany Broncos can close this one out, or if Verdigris has any life left when we return for the fourth.
Nobody gives you more. We have great news for you today, folks. Toro Taxes at 5909 Northwest Expressway, Suite 249 can help with all your tax refund needs. Toro Taxes specializes in helping our community get the maximal refund possible, and their team of experienced tax professionals guarantees reliable, efficient, personalized services. Call 580-275-8933 and talk to Toro. 100% secure digital and in-person processes with services in both English and Spanish. Schedule your appointment today and let the experts handle your tax return. 5909 Northwest Expressway, Suite 249. Call 580-275-8933. Don't leave money on the table. Toro Taxes.
Simplified Tech Solutions at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard is your go-to service shop for all things tech. Simplified Tech helps us on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk with our technological problems, and he can help you with yours too. That's Eric over at Simplify, 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard. We've made it to the fourth quarter of play. 8 minutes, that's all Bethany needs. If they can run that time off the clock, they'll win and head on to day 3. 47-26 after a 19-9 third quarter for the Bethany Broncos. Calderon drives with the left hand, gives a give to McNutt, who immediately passes it to Regier. Regier now drives right hand into the lane, got a punch out from behind. Verdigris does get the steal. Picking up is number 5, Ford. Ford goes with the pass out to Llewellyn. Llewellyn back the other way, crossover move, can't get past Regier, so she goes over to the right wing. Cross-court pass now to Patterson. Patterson working on Calderon, drives all the way to the baseline, spinning, not past Calderon. Good defense from number 5. Verdigris has to reset the offense, earn a 2-1-2 look. They go back over to the left. Now all players vacate the lane. Here's the drive. It's Beauchamp spinning. Pass out to the corner. The shot's taken high off the glass. No good for Ford. Calderon comes down with the defensive rebound. She has 5 on her day. Reese Harris brings up the court again. Time on Bethany's side. They can take as much of it off the clock as they want now. Allie Lynn back on the floor playing with 3 personal fouls. Harris with the bounce pass to Regier, top of the key. She goes to Lynn on the right wing. Stands right in front of the 66 Coliseum wording on the side. Bethany just content to stay around the perimeter right now. Verdigris still in a man matchup here, one-on-one all the way around the court. Not bringing an extra defender here. There's the entry to Regier. Regier on the right block, spinning. Jump ball. No foul called. Just a jump. And this should be going with Verdigris. Cameron Regier giving a break here. Cameron Donnelly back on the floor. Say that's a good sub. 21-point lead. You need a Regier for the final minutes if Verdigris manages to close the gap. Give her a break. Let her stay fresh. 6:20 left to go in the game. Verdigris in a hurry. They go to Llewellyn, who gets the pass off to Ford on the left wing. Ford has McNutt on her. Comes back out towards the top. Not able to get past McNutt yet. Dribbling with the right hand. Now she looks left side. Back out now to number 32, Hauk. Hauk's pass down low. Gets away from Verdigris. Was looking for a cutting Ford and threw it right past her face. Just over 6 minutes left to go in the game. Now we'll call it 6 exactly. Well, a 14-point first quarter, a 14-point second quarter, and then an explosion of 19 in the third has put this at a 47-point game for the Broncos. Entry pass to Allie Lynn, and she goes trucking over a Verdigris defender. Their legs got tangled up there. They both hit the floor. It was number 32, Hauk, which went down. It will be a personal foul on Hauk. So heading to the line will be Allie Lynn. Kind of a weird situation to be in right there, but it eventually goes Bethany's way. Lynn at the free throw line, set to shoot 2. I think Verdigris is going to have 2 subs come on here. Lynn's first, no good. Number 3 and number 4, Raridan and Stringfellow back in the game. Regier returns for Bethany as well, gets Calderon a break. Lynn has one more. These are her first free throw attempts of the game. She's 0 of 1, trying to make it 1 of 2. Takes her time, lines it up. Here's the shot. Got that one. Allie Lynn 1 of 2, 48-26, the lead 22 for the Broncos. Beauchamp up the left side of the floor, matched up with Regier, trying to get to the baseline. Spins back to her right, gets it back out beyond the line. Now here's another drive from Ford, jab step, kicked out to Stringfellow. Stringfellow can't get penetration either. Handoff to Raridan. They're going back and forth. Regier fouled hard. But they're actually just going to go with the jump ball. They'll say that came before any possible foul there. And you know what? Looking back, I'd say that's the right decision. Harris inbounds to McNutt. Verdigris has 1 team foul in this quarter. Bethany has none, but you don't want that to be what decides the game, really. Risky pass up from McNutt, but it finds Harris. Now McNutt at the top of the key. Has Regier to her left. 2 defenders come out to meet her. High pass Regier now down to the corner with Harris. She brings it back out to the top. 5:15 left to go. Thrown to McNutt. She keeps it in play. Hits Donnelly. Donnelly out to Harris, and a turnover on the Broncos. Though I wasn't sure what happened. I must have missed it. Well, 5:08 left to go. Either way, Bethany still leads by 22. The Cardinals with a lot more speed, a lot more intensity here. They are in desperation mode. Stringfellow puts up a 3 from the left wing, but doesn't matter for her. Ryland Stringfellow just knocks down the 3 over Allie Lynn. You know, sometimes shoot or shoot. 48-29. 4:45 left to go. Harris, 2 defenders on her the moment she passes half court. Needs to find a way to get this ball to Regier, but a timeout just taken by Bethany. Stop the clock, not risk a turnover. We'll go to break with them. Full timeout. Thanks to Cholinos back in Yukon. They were the hosts for our game plan show last Wednesday. Cholinos off of South Garth Brooks Boulevard. They're in the Chisholm Shopping Center. It's $8.99 enchilada night every Wednesday at Cholinos, and they're turning 37 this Saturday, so go out there and get you some good deals.
Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less.
Buzzer sounds, we're back from break. 48-29. Lead once again 19 for the Bethany Broncos. Morgan McNutt now on the floor. She's going to inbound this one. Has Harris to her left and Lynn to her right. Goes to Harris beyond half floor. All right, 4.5 left to play. Time very quickly running out on Verdigris. Bounce pass to the corner. Here's Lynn. Jab step to her right, but she goes back out high. Morgan McNutt hasn't matched up with Raridan. Now there's a little bit of help from Verdigris, but McNutt finds Lynn now back over to Morgan on the left side. McNutt hits Regier, top of the key, over to Harris on the right wing, now down to the corner with Lynn. Lynn cross-court pass out to Donnelly, 4:16 left to go. Took about 15 seconds off the clock here. Lynn with bounce pass to Harris on the right corner. Harris with the entry to Regier. She spins, right-handed finish, no good, got her own rebound. The putback does fall. That was her 4th offensive rebound. And she makes another from the field. 50-29. Beauchamp, top of the key on the other end, drives left hand, spins, got into the lane, kicked out to the corner. It's Ford to take the three, well off the mark. Regier hauls it in. 50-29. 3:42 left to go. Verdigris needs something. They need it now. They're in trouble here. Harris, right wing, cross-court pass to McNutt. McNutt sees an open alley. Lynn in the left corner. No shot from Lynn. Just going to give this back out high, and time's going to continue to roll. 3:27. Now here's Harris, right wing once again. Goes back out high to Regier. Regier steals it away from a Verdigris player who's looking for the steal. Donnelly from the right corner. Her shot no good. Lynn comes down with the rebound, and her putback goes through the net. Allie Lynn staying strong all the way to the very end. Picked up an offensive rebound, 52-29. 3 minutes now left to play. Here's the drive. Number 4, Stringfellow got to the free throw line before having to back it off. On the second chance, Verdigris still can't find any penetration. Now there's Beauchamp down low, stops, gives it up to the corner. Reardon puts up the three, and an out. Regier comes down with the rebound. Well, Cam Regier has very easily cemented her double-double mark. We'll give you the exact numbers at the end of the game. Lynn from the top of the key goes down to Donnelly on the right corner. Donnelly back to Lynn. Lynn along the baseline. Kick back out to Harris. Steps into a mid-range jumper. No good off the front of the rim. Donnelly got the rebound and one for Cameron Donnelly. And when I say to you that everybody has gotten involved in this game, I mean just about everybody. Calderon, Saylor, and Bibbs back on the floor. Harris, Lynn, and Regier head to the bench. Donnelly will be shooting one. 54-29. Donnelly lines up her shot. Here's the N1. Just a bit off the mark. No good, and Verdigris comes down with it. Donnelly 2 of 3, but she gets the steal. We're back on offense for the Bethany Broncos, and that steal might have just iced this one. 54-29, this game all but over. McNutt to Emma Saylor. Saylor at the top of the key, got it punched out from behind, but she sticks with it. Calderon over to Bibbs. Bibbs with a handoff to Donnelly. Donnelly looking down to the right corner. There's Calderon. Calderon no entry to Saylor. Instead, she goes out high to Morgan McNutt. Morgan to Bibbs, back out high. 2 minutes left to go. 1-5 has it in black. At the logo, goes to Saylor, give right back to McNutt. And this is going to be Bethany's game plan for the foreseeable future. No time to rush. Donnelly along the baseline, cross-court swing. Extra pass, here's Bibbs, left wing. Madison Bibbs, she shot perfectly from all points on the floor. 2 of 2 from 2, 1 of 1 from 3. 57-29 for the final 90 seconds. And Verdigris steps out of bounds, trying to drive along the baseline. This game's done. All of the subs come onto the floor. The bench going to be emptied for the Bethany Broncos here. I see London Jaggers. I see Avery Bibbs. I see Lara Hallberg all in the game. And this was exactly the game Bethany was looking for coming out of that close win on day number 1. Played like a team, dominated start to finish. This was the Bethany Broncos team we got used to seeing all year long. So again, all the subs on the floor. Here's Bibbs. That's Avery over to Jaggers, left wing. Jaggers back out high to Saylor. She has Hallberg in front of her. Goes over to McNutt. McNutt cross-court pass, just threw it over London Jaggers. So the clock will stop at 1:09 after the turnover. But with this game wrapping up, we've got the men's match directly following the conclusion. They play the Weatherford Eagles for their second game. We'll have the action right here on GSN Sports and Talk. The Bethany Lady Broncos going on to day 3. We will see this team, if I'm not mistaken, at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Another steal for the road. Here's Jaggers to bring it up the floor. Jaggers over to Saylor, well beyond the three-point arc. No time to rush, no reason. McNutt at the logo. Verdigris not even going to come out and pressure here the freshmen are going to go back and forth and run this clock out. Now McNutt starts moving to the right, goes back left side to Jaggers. Jaggers over to Avery Bibbs, right wing. Bibbs a couple steps on her drive, picks up the dribble and goes back out high for the final 30 seconds. Thank you so much to everybody who's been tuned into this one. We invite you to stick around for the post-game show where I will go over the finalized stats for this game and preview tomorrow's matchup. 15 seconds. One more cheer from both cheer squads. Now the Bethany fans start to clap for their team. 5 seconds. Jaggers has it over to Morgan McNutt on the left wing, and Jaggers will take the ball back. She'll hold on to it as time runs out. 57-29 the final. In the final quarter of play, Verdigris was held to only 3 points by the Bethany defense. What a game from these Lady Broncos. Stick with us on the post-game show where we award the Blake Nightingale Player of the Game and go over the finalized stat totals. You won't want to miss it. Stick around on thegospelstation.com, Sports and Talk.
Come see us down at Smoothie King. We have 2 amazing locations to serve you. 5914 Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City and 5921 Southwest 3rd Street, located right in the heart of Oklahoma City. Folks, we have the awesome Dude Perfect smoothie. We have wonderful enhancements to get you ready for your workout. Rule the day. Smoothie King is your one-stop shop for delicious smoothie action. Come see us at Smoothie King.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned full-service licensed and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley Service in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
We have made it to the post-game show. Let's go over our stat totals for a 57-29 victory for the Lady Broncos, who've just improved to 24-4 on the year and knocked Verdigris out of the postseason. Cameron Gear finished with a double-double, 23 points and 11 rebounds by my total. McKinney Calderon had 6 points and 5 rebounds to her name. Reese Harris finished with 12 on 4 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc, 2 rebounds as well. Allie Lynn had 5 and 4. Madison Bibbs had 7 points and 3 rebounds, while Donnelly had 4, and I believe I covered everybody. Made sure to say Lynn had 5 and 4 rebounds. A great team win for this Bethany team. They were never really in foul trouble. They never really struggled with turnovers. They knew what the game plan was. They were communicating on defense, causing havoc. Top to bottom, this was the perfect game to return with after yesterday's thriller. Gives this team a lot of confidence heading into day number 3. Let's talk about that potential matchup for a second. Day number 3, we will face the loser of Lincoln Christian and Weatherford at 6 p.m. Lincoln Christian, the champions of Bracket A. Weatherford, the champions of Bracket C. They knocked us out in the championship game. A potential rematch there. Those two teams play at 6 p.m. tonight to decide who plays at 6 p.m. tomorrow. And the winner of that game will advance to state. Well, player of the game, this one, I'm pretty sure I gave it to Regier yesterday, so I'm not going to give it to Regier again. For me, this one's probably going to be Reese Harris. 12 points, 2 rebounds, 4 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. She capped off. She perfectly encapsulated momentum. She was perfect from beyond the arc for a solid chunk of this game. And even afterwards, she was still causing steals, still tasked with the midcourt defense on that press. still bringing down rebounds and opening up this offense. There were a couple of times she was tasked with ball handling tonight. She did a great job there as well. For me, I was just so impressed by the way she shot the ball. I feel like in a game like we're going to have later on, you need that really confident number 2 and that really confident number 3. Today, Harris was the very confident number 2, and I think she played that role perfectly. We'll see this team again tomorrow at 6 p.m., but up next, it's the men's squad taking on Weatherford High as our Bethany men try to make it to day number 3 themselves. Thanks again to Blake Nightingale for his Player of the Game sponsorship. Remember, Blake is at 7304 Northwest Expressway back in the city. We've been live from the Ship It Sooner broadcast booth out here in Stroud, 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace. Let's switch it over to the men's stream. We'll be back in about 12 minutes. Thank you for watching Bethany Basketball on the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk and GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. This is Luke Young signing